Okay, welcome to this seated yoga class. Let us begin with our wake up. I always think it's a good idea to have our energies running correctly in the right directions. So underneath the collarbones, if you'd like to give yourself a gentle tap or a massage, or do it sort of away from your body in your field. And for this, the breath is in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just release anything that needs to come up and out. Any emotion that you can feel as in your body that you'd like to let go of. And then up and down the sternum. All these taps correspond to meridians in our body. Just getting them working together, waking up. Under the arms. Or one arm if that feels more comfortable, if you've got a shoulder injury or anything, just as long as you can get under the arms in some respect. Lovely. And then the final one is under the eyes, so be careful. You can actually go all around the eyes if you fancy. Light a tap here, keep the breath going. Brilliant. Now we're just going to shake the hands off. And we're going to take the hands and the knees and we're going to tap them against each other. So we're just going to lift. You want to, or you can just tap the hands onto the knees. All right. Feels right for your body. Get that breath going. Okay, we'll bring that to a stop, and then we're just going to smooth off the palms of the hands, and we're going to go opposite hand to knee. If it makes you feel in a bit of a muddle, keep going at it, keep giving it a try, or you can just do it without moving the knees. Okay. Letting go of any negativity sitting in your body. All right, coming to a stop, bring the hands in front of the hips. We're going to make 3 of these movements. So on your in-breath, draw up. It's like we're zipping up, holding in that energy. And releasing on your out-breath. And one more. Lastly, we bring middle finger to the belly button and the other one between our eyebrows. That's our third eye. And this is called a hook up. So we push in and gently hook up. Just bringing all that work together to synchronize. 3 breaths here. Brilliant. And again, at the end, just give those hands a shake. Okay, let's stretch out through our neck. So let's dangle the arms. And we're going to take hold of the right hand onto the chair. And we're just going to slide down towards our left. So the left arm just dangles. The head comes over and we just get a stretch through the side of our neck. It's like you'd fall off the chair if you let the chair go out of that right hand. Just settling in. Allow the body to stretch itself out. When we come up, bring the head up last. Let go of the chair. Tuck the chin to the chest. Bring the head back up. And let's hold the other side of the chair and slide down towards your right. Feeling as though you're sliding in the wall, so your back is just sliding downwards and not forwards at all. Just dangling that arm and that head over. So you want to feel as though you're on a stable kind of chair. Okay, coming up, head last. Tuck the chin down to the chest. Leave the arms dangling, and we're just going to circle the head just in a quarter of a circle. So you're going to keep your chin close to your body, and then you're going to circle it up towards your left shoulder. Just like you've got a pen on the end of your chin and you're drawing on yourself, and then you take it back down. So you keep the chin close to the body. And do that 3 times. So do it in your own time, what feels comfortable for your neck. After the third one, shift to the other side. So just keeping that chin close to your body as you come up, and really close as you come down. You don't have to sort of force it towards the chin towards your body, but just gently. I'm going for 3 on this side. All right, bring the head back up when you're finished. We're going to bring the hands up, and we're just going to turn the palms. So we're going to bring the palms together, and then we're going to bring the back of the hands together. Then we're going to bring the palms together, and then we're going to turn in the other direction. So palms, back of the hands, palms, back of the hands. Okay, so whatever needs to move to get those to come together. All right, so don't worry what part of the body other than the hands that need to move. Just see if you can get that movement. Palm back a hand, then palm in the other direction. This helps to work through your wrists, and it starts to work your elbows and your shoulders, just in a kind and gentle way. I'm almost there. Okay, when we're finished, keep the palms together, and we can interlace the fingers, and we're going to take the hands up, and we're going to turn the palms towards the ceiling. Here you want to tuck your belly in a little bit, and we're going to slide again. So we're going to slide over to your left. Keep the head in the middle of your arms, and then push through the feet if that helps you to come back up. Keep your belly tucked in. And I'm going to slide down the other side. Okay, so just whatever feels comfortable for your shoulders. If you want to incorporate the breath, you do your breath when you're up, the in-breath, sorry, and then the out-breath as you come over. So the in-breath as we come up, because we lengthen through both lungs, and the out-breath as we come over, because we get a squeeze through one side, and we need to squeeze all the stale air out. If your shoulders don't like it, bring the arms down, okay? You can do it with no arms. Nice long breath through the nose now. Out through the mouth was only when we were doing our wake up, right? So one more round. When you've done equal amount of rounds, and bring your hands down. That can be quite tough on the shoulders, so let's give them a little bit of a break. So we're going to come into moving through the spine. So let me just turn to the side. We're going to do our cat-cow. Okay, so you stay where you are. Make sure you're seated halfway forward on your chair, hands on the thighs. And on your in-breath, we're going to tip the hips forward, so the belly sort of comes forward and the chest is going to lift up. So we feel that sort of arch in the spine. And on the out breath, we take the hips back and then we round the spine and we tuck the chin. Okay, so we have an in breath. So you can feel we're opening through the lungs. And on the out breath, you're squeezing all the air out. Just helps get rid of any air that's in the bottom of the lungs that's a little bit stale. Go. Let's do one more. Fabulous. So let's come back to a nice long spine again when you're finished. And we're going to bring these arms into our cactus, so we'll come back to the shoulders. So just this kind of shape, wherever you are, is good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring these arms and bring them together just as much as we can. Here might be it, doesn't matter. You're just trying to bring them together. So let's in breath and take the arms out, open through that chest. Really feel as though it's got a stretch. And then on your out breath, bring them in as far as you can. So you're really working in the back, or the upper back. Okay, so with your breath, in breath, take the elbows back. And then on your out breath, bring them forward. So again, you're working with what the lungs will do. Yeah, so your in breath, you open the lungs. And on the out breath, you're gently squeezing the lungs. Let's do two more. So in breath. And your out breath. All of this is helping you to slow the breath down, control the breath. Wonderful. And then relax the arms down. So just bring the hands onto the thighs. We'll leave the shoulders again for a minute because they can get quite tired. So we're going to come into a twist. We're going to bring your right hand onto your left knee. The heel of the other hand is going to push away, so this arm is going to straighten out. And then you're going to take it round. So the eyes are going to follow that hand and you're going to twist your spine. You can either bring the hand somewhere to the, the arm to the top of the chair. Your hand can actually go into the small of your back, or you can just grab onto the chair. So wherever you are, you're looking to keep the spine nice and long, and you're actually looking behind as far as you can. Stretch the eye muscles out in a big stretch. See if you can bring your breath down into your belly. When we're in twists, the internal organs get a little bit of a squeeze, which is wonderful for their health. And then if you breathe in and out of the belly, so make the movement of the breath in the belly, you're just deepening into that gentle massage action of the twist. So gently release on an out breath. And then we're just going to switch the hands. So left hand, right leg. Push the heel of the hand. This just helps to open out the shoulder as you go around and remind you that you're going into a twist. And then hook on. We'll just hold that chair. Keep the spine lovely and long. Look behind. Like you're really trying to get your eyes round the corner. And bring the breath back into that belly. Twists help us to detox the body. So the organs have a little bit of a clear out, which is really good. So after yoga, it's always good to Drink a little bit more water just to help the flushing through effect. And on out breath, let's unwind and come back to center. All right, let's work down into our hips then. So let's just gently hold the chair. We're halfway forward in the chair. We've got a nice long spine. And we're going to start to move this right leg. So with all of our core squeezing in, so we've got nice support, we're going to lift this knee and bring it up and out. And then we're going to lift it up and bring it back in. Okay, if you want to go with the breath, that'll help to slow it down. So the in-breath is to take it out because you're opening, and the out-breath is to bring it back in because you're closing down. Okay, so it's just like you're stepping over something. You're trying to work into this ball and socket joint, this lovely round joint. So you want to feel as though it's a bit of a circular movement as you move in and out. You can hold the foot off the floor, or you can get it to touch the floor each time. It's entirely up to you. All right, a couple more. You can also feel that working into the thigh as well. Right, that's our last one. Readjust yourself if you need to, and then we're going to go to the other side. So squeeze in, long spine. Think in circles as we take this leg out, and then bring it back in. You want to go with the breath, in breath as we open out, and the out breath as we come in. Okay, make this your last one. Super. All right, bring those hands into fists, and we're just going to tap on these thighs. Okay, so the outside of the thighs up and down, and the inside, and in. One. You can give the fingers a shake. All right, we'll come back to those shoulders. We're going to do our stretching for our fruit. Okay, so lovely long spine. On your in-breath, we're going to lift the right arm up, grab our piece of fruit, draw it down, keep the elbow nice and tight and tucked in. And then on the out-breath, we're going to drop that into our basket, but flick the fingers off. All right, get everything working as much as we can. So when we lift up and we grab the fruit, really make a fist. Tuck the elbow in, and then on your out breath, flick and release. We've got meridians, we call them, that start and end in the fingers. So this is a nice, easy way to just, wake them up. Now we're going to go out to the side. So we're going to reach out, grab hold, tuck in, come down, and release. Let's do that again. So we're going to reach out, a nice fist, tuck the elbow in, and then we're going to come down. And we're going to do 3 again. So reach out, hold on. Okay, let's go to the other hand. So what fruit have I got in my garden at the moment? Yellow raspberries, would you believe? And I didn't even plant them. They seem to have come through from the neighbour's garden. Stretch up, grab. And I've also got blackberries. And again, they've come from the neighbour's garden. So I'm really, really grateful for that. The raspberries are absolutely amazing. Right, let's go out to the side then, stretch out. There we go. I don't have a very big garden, so any kind of fruit that wants to come in, I'm always very grateful for. My neighbour's got a lovely fig tree, but I can't quite reach it. Mind you, if I keep doing this, I might be able to reach a little bit further, mightn't I? Okay. Brilliant. All right. So from here, we're going to keep the hands on the legs. We're going to lift the right knee up. We're going to bring the chin towards that knee. Okay, so we're going to just do that. Going to hold it up for as long as we can. Really feel it through that thigh. Then bring your head up and bring the leg down. So let's switch legs. So we're lifting up. Basically, we're trying to bring the head and the knee together. In fact, this is easier on the floor. Keep that thigh up for as long as you can. And then relax and bring the head up, foot back down. Let's switch sides again. So knee and head together. And bring that down, head up. We'll just do one more, other side. Foot down and bring that head back up. All right, down into our forward bend then. So widen through these knees. We've worked into the hips. Thighs are warmed up. We've warmed the spine up with a twist and that cat-cow. So tuck the chin. Hands are going to slide down the legs. Do an out breath to move down because you'll get a little bit more room through the front of your body. So either hold on to your legs, the chair legs, or just dangle your arms, whatever feels right. Make sure you feel stable, otherwise move your feet a little bit. And take your breath into your back. Get the lungs to expand into your ribs at the back. The ribs are there at the back to protect the lungs so they can move into that space as well as move into your chest. So you always want to make sure you can get enough breath. Okay, on an in-breath, stack your spine, very slowly come up, head last. Fabulous. So walk these feet in. We're going to work through these thighs again, so make sure you're halfway forward in your chair, otherwise you won't be able to lift them up. Make sure your core is all squeezing in. Now you're going to bring your arms out in front. Just see what that feels like through your shoulders. And then you're going to keep the arms here as you bring the knees up alternately. Okay, so nice long spine. Just going to lift it up, lift it up. So it's like a march. Try not to lean back in your chair. Try and keep your spine really upright. You must keep the thighs nice and strong. You know, they're what gets us in the car, out of the car, on and off the chairs, everything. They're so important. Gets up and down the stairs. Just keep going at whatever speed feels right for you. If your arms get tired, you can do it without your arms, all right? Put the arms up, you're just bringing an extra element in. And then the knees come up as far as you can. So again, going deep into those hips. All right, and come to a stop, dangle the arms. Okay, let's come back up to them shoulders. bring the hands onto the shoulders. This time we're going to circle with the elbows. So we want to keep them as close to our body as we can as we make a circle. Okay, so just make sure you're not going to hit the back of your chair. All right, so I'm just going to make sure I've got enough space. So let's go forwards, up and back and down. So coming forward, you want the elbows to come as close as you can possibly get them, right up as close to the ears as you can. Obviously they'll widen as you come down the back, but think as though they're trying to touch each other. And then get all the way down to the bottom, and we'll do that again. No speed, but you want to feel as though the elbows are trying to touch each other for that whole journey of that circle. That's what you're thinking. We know they don't, but that's what you want to be thinking, and it will help them to stay as close as possible. Maybe there's some crunching going on. I can feel a little bit of crunching in my shoulders. Right. This is the last one in this direction. So when our elbows get to the bottom, we're going to try this in reverse. So we're going to keep the elbows close, take them behind, and then above our heads, towards our ears, and then coming down. Off we go. This is good. It gets into all the nooks and crannies. And up we go. Next time your elbows come down, that's your last one. And just dangle the arms. You can shake the hands, shake the shoulders, whatever feels right to do, to just shake out any tension that you've found in there. Okay. We're going to tuck the chin. I'm going to come down into a forward bend with the knees like this, okay? So you can have the hands wherever you want. You can get them to support you. And down you come. Try it without those knees wide. Check in with the difference. Again, take your breath into the spine. You can hold the chair if you wish. Always feel secure with your feet on the floor. I never want you to feel as though you're going to fall. Nice slow breath. Keeping your head tucked in on an in-breath. Stack your spine. Come all the way up. Lovely. From here, we're going to cross our arms, long spine. And then we're going to lift the legs. So we're going to have this girdle really, really sort of squeezing in, okay? So we're going to lift our right leg. We're going to push the heel towards me, toes towards you. Lots of things going on here. So spine, core, lift of that thigh. All right, bring that back down. We're going to switch over. Switch the leg, push the heel to me, toes to you. Doesn't matter how high they come up. You're still working into your legs. You're still working into the back, and then a good stretch out. Coming down, we're going to switch over again. Up we go. Maybe you feel the leg, it's a bit freer, it's going up a bit higher this time. And come down. And switch out. Brilliant. Okay, bring that foot down. We're still going to keep the arms crossed, but we're going to switch them over. Because one crossover feels natural and the other one doesn't, and that's fine. So we're going to just work through our toes. So we're going to come up onto our toes and then right onto our toes and see if we can sort of take the toes over, if you like, and then bring them back. So we're trying to take them over and trying to bring them back. If that feels awful, just come up onto the toes, okay? Just go where you can, especially if you've got arthritis or something that might be more than you want to suffer. Just see what your toes will do. You can come out to the sides and come back. Okay. Because we have meridians starting and ending on our toes as well as on our fingers. So just move around where you want. You know, you can just do a gentle circle, or you can go a little bit more hardcore and just see what happens there. Brilliant. Okay, so release the arms. We're going to lean back in our chair. Now we're fully warmed up. We're going to bring our arms and our legs as high up as we can. Okay, so I'm going to work with the breath. On the in-breath, lift everything up. Make sure that core's working. We're not going to work with the breath. We're going to just breathe here and stay up as long as we can today. And then when you want to come down, just come down. Okay. So the in-breath brings you up. But you're going to have to breathe if you're going to stay up longer to see how it works. The longer you stay up, the deeper you're strengthening into your body. Okay. Wonderful. So you can work with your breath, coming up on the in-breath and going down on the out-breath, or you can now start staying a little bit longer, and building up a bit more strength in the body. We'll do one more. Very well done. Okay. We're going to bring one hand into a fist, excuse me, and then on the inside of the arm, we're going to tap all the way up and down the outside, all the way up the inside. This again is another way to wake the body up. Gets the lymphatic system working. So again, it's another way of being able to clear, build up the toxins in the body. Okay, and then the other side. So like we do on the thighs, just going to do it on the arms. I mean, you can do it over the whole of your body, but the arms are good because the lymph sort of, you know, very important you run down the arms. They're all over the body to a greater or lesser extent. All right. Let's sit back in our chair. And now we're going to find some quietness. So you can bring the hands palm in palm, long spine, lean back, close the eyes. Just for a moment, feel into any sensations in your body. Tapping those arms might have made you feel a bit buzzy. Sometimes it can even make you feel a bit out of breath, actually. I'm hoping the movement and what we do generally makes you feel, you know, more alive with more energy. So tuning into your breath, just being aware of where the breath is moving in your body. Just watching it, just feeling it. And if the breath feels high up in your chest, I invite you to encourage it to come down a little bit further. Now you feel a little bit alien to have it in the bottom of the ribs or in the belly, but just give it a try. If you feel the shoulders are moving when you breathe, see if you can draw the breath down a bit. Because that will just make us more tense and stressed if we breathe into the shoulders. So try and bring the breath down if you can. And now I'd like you to make your out breath a little bit or a lot longer than your in breath. So there's normally 4 parts to a breath. There's an in breath, a pause, an out breath, and a pause. So trying to let the breath sort of be soft, a nice soft breath. So let the breath sort of come in on its own, let the pause be on its own, but on your out breath, just see if you can invite it to be a little bit longer. Because when we make the out breath longer than the in breath, we're switching the chemistry in our body, we're switching from our sympathetic to our parasympathetic nervous system, which means we're calming everything down. So if you ever feel yourself anxious or getting in a bit of a state, if you could just stop for a moment, think of the breath, and focus on lengthening that out breath. It can really make a difference. So maybe have a practice of this one. See if it's something you'd like to put in your toolbox you've got with you as a helping hand without needing me around. You can just come to your breath and go, oh, blimey, I'm feeling stressed. Let's just come back to that breath thing and make that out breath longer than my in breath. And just sort of witness what changes it makes. So releasing that now, bringing the hands to your heart. So one palm on the other. A moment here of gratitude for making the time in your lives to look after yourselves. We need to look after ourselves, otherwise we can't look after any animals, pets, friends, family. We must look after ourselves. That's not a selfish act, that's a selfless act. We've always got more to give when our cup is full. So thank you for joining me. I'll close the class with Namaste. And opening your eyes when you're ready.